There was a time when I was a super poor college student and I was working two jobs, and I had a car. My car, I grew up in a really cold northern climate where you have to salt the roads really aggressively to make them passable. And my car had so much rust that it had literally eaten holes in the floor of the car. And that's not an exaggeration. I had pieces of cardboard on the floor of my car. Worked hard to save up my money and I paid $500 for that car. Okay. So that's what we're talking about here. And this was not in the year 1924. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that old. So that just shows you how the kind of condition we're talking about here. So I'm trying to go to college and I'm trying to work multiple jobs. And it was like impossible to try to keep a roof over my head and keep up with my very demanding schoolwork. I was studying, taking all these constitutional law classes, which required like an insane amount of reading really difficult Supreme Court cases and then being ready to talk about them intelligently the next day. So I definitely remember this moment where I was getting off of my job and I was just feeling very sort of like dejected and overwhelmed. And I got out to my car and opened the door of my car. And when I opened the door, what fluttered down onto the seat of my car was a $100 bill. I still to this day don't know where that came from. Obviously, somebody put it there and they got into my car somehow, which, by the way, the doors didn't lock and it had no radio, Lee. It had no radio and the doors didn't lock. And it was very much go ahead and steal what? Nothing? Steal nothing from this car. There's nothing to steal. They had gotten into my car and left me $100 anonymously. And, I wasn't homeless. I wasn't destitute, but they obviously knew that I needed it. And I can think of a lot of examples of times in my own life and times in the lives of others where someone has just done for one person what they wish they could do for everybody.
Yeah.
And that feeling has stuck with me over the years. And I won't belabor the point, but the feeling of somebody helped me just because they could.
Right. Yeah.
I'm still carrying that forward.